Tatung. This thing is an almost perfect clock. This was not new in the box, though it's very surprising after somebody else has used and handled it that it's still in such a good clock. Very rare. There's a hot one today. I think it went up to 92 was the highest I saw. This one says 89, somewhere around there. It's currently 77 degrees, humidity of 73% at 10 o'clock at night. That is extremely uncomfortable. I'm using this Hampton Bay air conditioner today. This is the 12,000 BTU model that I have been after for a better portion of a decade. This has been pretty much fully restored. This, I'm pretty sure, was the largest air conditioner restoration project I've worked on with Kevin. We had to replace the bearings in the fan motor. We had to clean the coils, which was a challenge because they were covered in the smoking tar, which is not condoned on this channel. And we had to straighten the evaporator coil out. It was all mashed up like the whirlpool was. And we had to replace the compressor mounts. We drilled the drain hole. This was overall like a several year-long project because couldn't get the bearings. They were some weird size, and then something else happened that got messed up. Anyways, it's all fixed now, and it came out great. It runs perfectly. Oh yeah, it was the evaporator chamber. I couldn't get the styrofoam to clean up because it was covered in that sticky tar, so I had to end up coating it in something to seal all the smells in so that the machine itself doesn't smell bad. Just need the door for it, the control door, and then it would be mint. But this is working great, nice and cold, very quiet, especially on low, very quiet on low. This has an American-made General Electric fan motor and a Sanyo Japanese-made compressor, which are both excellent quality components. This does have continuous run, which it's set to right now because this has no automatic fan. And here it is 78/45. Very comfortable. Probably going to have to leave an air conditioner on all night because the humidity is just so high. And I have this Honeywell Turbo Force feed-in pushing air down hallway. And this is working very well for this use case. It has a lot of power to a lot of velocity. It pushes the air right down the hallway. This airstream is concentrated, it doesn't diminish. You can still feel it strong at the other end here. And it comes right in the two rooms. In the media room we have the old Westinghouse running. What is it in here now? 75/42. And we have a SMC, I think this is a DC-42, something like that running, with a light that's way too big. And then in the bedroom we have a Hampton Bay branded air conditioner. This is the 5000 and it's working fantastic. 75/41. This one says 89% humidity out. I could believe that. It's repulsive. Let's see what the dew point is. The dew point is 73. That's very, very high. And according to this, it went up to 98 degrees. That's a little bit high, I think. This is another project that took a lot of work, but I'm very happy with the way it came out. It came out nice. This was a unit I picked up back in the 2010s. I want to say it was mid-2010s. We can look back on the videos and probably find out. But I remember picking this up off the curb and it was filthy. I remember doing this project. This is one of the first air conditioner cleaning projects I ever did on video. And it cleaned up really nice. I remember doing this project. I really enjoyed it. In, I think it was the 5th grade, the classrooms had the same air conditioner that I just showed in the kitchen. You know, give or take a couple BTUs or whatever, it's generally the same thing. And so this one reminded me of that one because it's the same series, just a smaller capacity. This was the first of the series that I found. I now have the this one, which is a 5.1, 12 in the kitchen, and a 10. I also have a 24, but that one's branded Fetters. This one, we did top off the charge, and so far the service ports are holding nicely. They're just the piercing valve style, but this has got a good number of hours on it now and it still works just fine. Blowing nice and cold. This is also a nice quiet machine. Cold all the way through. I think it is, but we'll check it. Actually, I want to check the living room one as well, or the kitchen one, wherever the heck we are. Why is this not wanting to come out? Yeah, it looks good. Sweating top to bottom. See, the coil's all mangled in this thing. I do think this was the most difficult air conditioner cleanup I've ever done. That Whirlpool I got from the same house as this one was dirtier, but it didn't have that sticky tar in there. Alright, now I can't get this to go back in. I've taken this thing out plenty of times. Why is it having a problem now? Check the one in the bedroom. Hopefully it doesn't give any more problems. Bedroom's a stinking disaster right now. Well, I can see it sweating. It's cold all the way to the top. This is a single layer coil. And there's no ice in there anymore, so I think that we're good. I don't think I'm going to be able to get a shot of this. I don't have a screwdriver up here to take the grill off. Some water down in there. It's working good. I had installed a Whirlpool air conditioner in here, which I was really liking, but I had to take it out because even though the side panels were long enough to reach from one end of the window to the other, it wasn't making a good seal. There was a lot of cracks and gaps in the panels, and it was letting so much humidity in I couldn't get the humidity down in this room. When I woke up this morning, it was, I think, almost 70% humidity in here, and I couldn't get it down all day, despite the temperature being where I wanted it, and running an automatic fan. So as soon as I took the thing out and closed the window, the humidity immediately came down. Now it's only 45. So these big windows are really tough to put air conditioner in because they're just so wide, and when you have excessive humidity out, you really do need to make a good airtight seal, otherwise it just keeps getting humid again. Let's take a listen to this Hampton Bay from the outside. I don't have any of the street lights on right now because we're using all the electricity for the air conditioners. Yeah, for whatever it's worth, that public street light does actually give a decent amount of light into the yard. I can see enough to walk around out here. It's just an ugly color. Not good. Okay. Going back cold. Oh, that's another thing we did on this. So you replaced all the insulation pieces. Really nice quiet machine inside and out. Okay, now we'll take a look in the garage. which is getting really cold. And it wasn't even intentional. I turned the machine on and I went to go do something else, and I came back and I couldn't believe how cold it was. I wasn't even going to make this kind of video today because I'm not using all that much stuff. But I had to make a video once I saw what that unit in there was doing. Now if you stand right here, you can feel the heat coming up from below, which is kind of funny. I didn't even think about that when I put that thing in. Oh, you can see. Oh, what the heck? What is all that? Are those birds? What the heck? Or is that bats? Looks like birds. Alright, I'll check that in the morning. Now those are definitely birds. What the heck are they doing there? That is really odd. Yeah, those are birds. 2 birds. I don't see a nest or anything anywhere. Certainly they're not inside the air conditioner. The vents are way too small for that. Alright, we'll investigate that tomorrow. But this one's working good. I don't know why the camera just pushed the stop button by mistake. Dehumidifying. Just pushed the stop button by mistake again. I guess that's the problem with trying to hold the camera and the flashlight at the same time. Working nicely. Which side is the compressor on? That's on the other side. Hopefully we can see it from, I want to see if it's going back cold. At the Rotorex. All blurry. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it's going back cold. Definitely all sweaty. Alright, cool. So that's working properly. And there's the service port, which is sweating as well. Nice. That was a charge by observation, not a charge by weight. And that's why I have service ports on both sides. Yes, that's arguably incorrect, but that's what I wanted to do, to charge it back up by observation. And it worked. And if they start leaking, then I'll just breeze in regular service ports and the problem goes away. For now, it's working nicely. I don't know why the heck there's birds near that air conditioner. We'll have to check that out tomorrow. This looks awesome from the outside. I really like the way this came out. see it dripping from the inside. Oh, now you can't because there's a stinking glare, but normally you can. One of these vanes is busted. That's what that rattling noise is. I gotta glue that back on. But this works fantastic. It is so cold and so dry in here. And the machine has a nice gas sound that Kevin's always listening to. And it's quiet. This is an absolutely fantastic piece of equipment. And look how cold and dry it is in here. It's 73 over 40%. That thing is a dehumidification powerhouse. It was in the 70 percentile a couple hours ago when I turned it on. It filled up that whole bucket in a couple hours. That is a serious machine. Well, that's all the stuff I'm using tonight. This thing is excellent. I'm about to turn it off for the night. But yeah, this might be the last heat wave we have. We're in mid-August now. The 10-day forecast has some days that are only in 70s, low 70s at that. So this very well could be the last day of using air conditioners. I'm not sure, but yeah, we'll keep using the fans and air conditioners as long as possible. It was a short summer this year. Hopefully the warm weather continues into September. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. I hope it does.